Plaintiff Vicki Reindl found the defendant on a dating website. But when they met in person, she discovered they were not a good match. Vicki claims she and the defendant moved in together as platonic roommates. But he moved out before their lease expired, so she's suing. Defendant Joseph Alos insists he and Vicki were more than platonic roommates. They were lovers, and he would often give Vicki back rubs and foot massages. Joe soon discovered that Vicki wanted to hide their relationship from her friends, and therefore he was forced to move out because Vicki was sending him mixed signals and it emotionally drained him.
Prove your case.
I met the defendant online on a dating website.
On what website?
On a dating website,
On a
Your Honor.
Dirty website.
Dating.
Dating.
Dating. That's correct.
Sorry. Go ahead.
And I talked to the defendant for 3 or 4 months, and we decided that he would come and visit me, which he did. And when he came to visit me, he was to be at my home for about a week. However, when he got there, I realized that he was not the man that was going to be a good fit for me. And
I'll leave that alone. Go ahead.
However, he's a very nice gentleman. He's a very nice man, and we enjoyed that week together. Okay. And when he was leaving, he asked me why I did not want to be his girlfriend, and I just told him that. So he went back to where he's from, and within a couple months, he called me, and he had gone on a campaign and lost 50 pounds in about 2.5 months. And so he bought a video camera. He put himself on the camera and said, hey, look at me. And he's a nice man. And he looked better. He looked good.
Okay.
So I thought, well, okay, let's try this again. So he came back to where I'm from, and he came and stayed in my home. He moved there.
It must have fit that time. So he came to move in, and what was there an agreement on rent? You're suing him on rent. What was there an agreement?
Well, we decided to lease a different home, which we did together, but as roommates. It wasn't that kind of fit. So there wasn't, we were strictly roommates. He was clear on that. So we signed the lease.
You all had been dating, though?
We tried for a minute.
Even after his weight loss, it didn't last?
For a minute. Didn't last.
He only lasted a minute?
Yeah.
Sir, I'm gonna stop letting her humiliate you like this. Go ahead and speak for yourself. You give me some background,
Your Honor,
sir.
I'm gonna tell you, Your Honor, I swear on a stack of Bibles that we were intimate. We're not just friends. You know, when we moved into that house, it was good. I liked living with her. I enjoyed it. We enjoyed our company, you know, and I just, you know, we had those separate rooms, and I had my room, she had her room.
Yeah, why did you have to begin going to a separate room?
Oh, I think it was just because she didn't want to let people know that we were seeing each other. But she used to call me, like I'd be late, hey Joe, would you come?
You gotta give him some game.
Yeah, I think so.
I gotta give him some game.
You gotta come.
The game is to be sold and not told.
Oh.
I can't just give it away. I can't get a game away. That ain't go ahead. I'm sorry, Doyle interrupted.
You have to, you know, she'd call me to come in, say, hey, you want to sleep in my bed tonight and watch a movie? I rub her feet and rub her back. I sing to her, because she'd be stressed.
The one you got put out.
You know?
Go ahead.
That's what I did.
You're a nice guy.
I'm a caregiver at heart. That's what I do for a living.
That sounds like a very gentlemanly thing to do, all of those things. Ma'am, let's get to the rent you're suing for. How are you going to charge the man rent and you put him out the bed?
Well, Your Honor, I didn't put him out. Joe he's a nice guy, granted, but I didn't want to be his girlfriend when we leased the home. He knew that. Second of all, he is very close to his mother. He's more of a mama's boy. His mother would call my home phone incessantly. I don't use my home phone because I have a cell phone, but when I would check the voicemail, there'd be like 23 voicemails in a week from his mother.
What would she be saying?
She would say, Joey, it's your mother, call home. She'd say, Victoria, can you please have Joey call home? Joey, this is your mother. Please call your mother, Joey. The voicemails would get sterner and sterner.
Yeah, it did.
And that was his relationship with his mother. I never intervened. That was his deal. But he would lie a lot too, Your Honor. He would tell me he was paying a bill and he wouldn't pay the bill. He'd go into detail telling me he paid this time of the day on this credit card, and I'd check the payments to see if it was made, and it wasn't made. I'd confront him and he'd say, well, I didn't want to disappoint you and tell you that I didn't have the money to pay the bill. So this went on. So December, in the middle of December, a week before Christmas, he told me that he was going to cash his check to get the rent money, and I had a second job. I had gone off to work. When I came home that evening, he had left. His room was cleaned out, and he was gone. He never told me he was unhappy, he was going to move.
When had you signed the lease?
The lease, I have the copy of the lease here.
Let me see it. And how much was it per person?
The lease was $1,450. We shared it, we split it. And it was signed in March of 2008 until March of 2009. And then we split the utilities also. And then I paid for the food myself.
What utilities are you suing him for?
I'm suing him for the month of November and December and electricity.
Of 08?
That's correct.
Okay, let me have him please, sir. Sir, she's suing you because she said you abandoned the lease in March of 09 and you failed to pay the utilities of November and December when you were still staying there.
Yes.
What's your defense?
Well, Jan, I just felt that relationships with, I was emotionally involved in that. And
you were?
Yeah, I mean, it took a lot out of me. I mean, one day she'd be really nice and she'd hold my hand or just be really cuddly and all that, and I get different mixed signals from her and just things like that.
I'm just wondering, did it happen to be around the time you got your check?
No, it was way before that. It was way before that.
Right, I'm just wondering, sir.
It was way before that,
Okay.
and she did that all the time, but, she kept on calling me over there some nights and going in there and, I want you to rub my back and take care of me and rub.
Okay, for a little 2-minute stint, then she send you back.
Well, no, I usually fell asleep in there. I usually fell asleep in there when I get up in the morning and go to work. So.
And
that's it. I know that's what it was like.
Before falling asleep.
No.
Huh?
No,
yeah.
No, I'll be honest with you there. But before, yes.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy. A lot of women, you're going to get a lot of action from this today. A lot of women. Oh yeah, they're gonna be lying around the corner. He'll rub your back, he'll stretch out your toe or rub your toe, your feet rather. Your feet, what else you said you did?
Rub her back, her hair.
As a nice gentleman. No, you're a gentleman. I applaud that. I'm just kidding around. More men should be gentlemen like you.
Thank you, Honor.
And I don't know about you, though. You treated the man like this. He was doing everything he could.
No, Your Honor, I was very nice. The man is more like a foot fetish. I'd walk in the door from work, sit down on the chair, and he'd say, grab my foot, and just start rubbing it.
Time you walk in the door.
He just want to rub my
walk
feet.
in the door.
It was half and half.
Come home from work.
It was half and half.
Sit down, and he'd just take my shoe off and start rubbing my foot.
It was half and half.
Frantically.
But I didn't ask him to. He just wanted. I think he has a foot fetish, Your Honor.
I don't. It was half and half. She asked me one time, and sometimes I would grab her foot.
All right, and you left believing that you didn't have to pay? What was your mindset when you left in December of 08, knowing that the lease did not end until March of 09? Don't you think you're responsible?
I do think I'm responsible.
Okay. Because the law typically requires her to mitigate her damages by finding a replacement roommate within a reasonable amount of time, which is usually about 3 months. However, you only have 4 months to go. So you're responsible for the entire 4 months unless you have an adequate defense. Do you have any other defense?
I really don't, yeah. I was hurt, and I just wanted to get out of it because I couldn't invest.
Sounds like you still love her.
I still love her.
Okay. Great man. This is a great man. He's a good man. You over here winging at me. I'm a dog. I'm a dog. You better go with the good man. I'm as low as they come. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I have a boyfriend,
If
Your
I
Honor.
kid with everybody else, I can kid on myself, right? Yeah. All right. I can be the butt of my own joke. Go ahead. So this is a good man.
Very good. That's very nice. I hope he finds a good woman. I have a boyfriend, and he's a nice man.
Does he do what he does?
No, not like it.
Thank you. You just
Better. He does it better.
No, right. Just hold out for a minute. She'll be back around, I promise. Once she see how that other guy doesn't measure up to you, she'll be back. What do you have there on that recording? You want me
Your
to
Honor,
hear something?
Yes, Your Honor. Joe has a bad part of his character is he lies a lot. And when I'd ask him to pay the bills, he said he would, and he would go into details on the lies. So if it was necessary, I brought a recording of a voicemail he left me saying he had gone to pay a bill, but he actually had never paid the bill. So
Is that true?
Right.
You tell a lie every now and then?
Yes, I do, Your Honor. I went through a lot of bad things, Your Honor, and I admit I call her because I was feeling bad, and I want to make her feel better.
Sir?
I just like pleasing people. That's the problem.
All the toe rubbing and everything else you were doing won't do you any good if you don't know how to lie.
Yeah.
$3,128. Have a good day. That's your judgment.
I feel the same way. I still love her, and that's the way I feel.
Joe, you're a nice guy, but you know what? Stop lying to people. People will care a lot more about you if you don't lie so much. You're a good guy. I want to be your friend. We can be friends, okay?
Hi, Judge Mathis. My name is Erin. If my sister is refusing to return my ring to me, can I sue her for the return of my ring in small claims court, or do I have to sue her for the value of my ring?
Generally, Aaron, small claims court judges do not order people to return property. You can certainly request the return of your property, but there's no guarantee you'll get it back. That's why, in most cases, they usually assign a value to the property when you file your case. Ultimately, it's up to the judge, though.